has a lot of experience, at the highest level and competing at the highest level. And that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. And he can tell you that himself.
He's older than me.
Oh,
I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind because to get a different weight division is not that easy. Just saying this to repeat, you might forget that accomplishment. So to be the greatest boxer in the world is to know how to of course be compassionate and to show the people that you're really a fighter.
Well, I don't. Everybody, we all live our lives the way we want to live our lives. Everyone in this room have family, have friends. But when it comes to this, when it comes to boxing and competing and being the best, I'm not here to talk about what you did on the outside. I'm not here to talk about what nobody else did on the outside. I'm not here to talk about your personal.
Rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is no longer fantasy talk. It's building real momentum. Their first fight generated over $600 million and became one of the richest events in boxing history. Now, the sequel is gaining serious heat, and the world is watching again.
You know what's going on inside that square circle? I'm the best. No matter how you rate it, no matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice it, no matter if you go to 100 years back, 300 years back, all the way to now, there's only one best, and that's Floyd.
Pacquiao believes this is the perfect moment. He says Floyd is preparing to return from retirement, and he feels strong, healthy, ready. According to Manny, the timing is finally right. No delays, no politics, just unfinished business.
it is now, 11 years after the first fight. Why is now the right time for this rematch?
It just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for.
Came the shockwave. Netflix officially confirmed the rematch for September 19th, 2026. That announcement flipped the switch. Fans are already predicting massive numbers. Some are even whispering about record-breaking global viewership. This isn't just boxing. This is global streaming history in the making.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao will rematch coming up this year, September 19th in Las Vegas at the Sphere. 11 years after their first fight in May of 2015, that still holds the record for the biggest pay-per-view of all time in the world of boxing and the biggest gate ever for a boxing event. But the platform is not Showtime Boxing, not Paramount Plus, not DAZN. The platform will be Netflix.
Their first fight in 2015 was historic, held in Las Vegas. It shattered pay-per-view records and became the biggest fight of its era. When Floyd defeated Pacquiao, it wasn't just a victory. It became a cultural event, a crossover moment that reached far beyond sports.
It comes 11 years after their first fight in 2015, which, like I mentioned, is still the biggest pay-per-view to date in the world of boxing. The most pay-per-view buys, followed by Mayweather versus McGregor, as well as the biggest gate. And honestly, that first fight, I was there in person. I lived it. I followed Manny around pretty much the whole entire camp. The buzz and the buildup for it has still been unmatched. Even that fight week, the buzz and the buildup is still unmatched. Like the amount of press members that went to cover that fight that week, usually they set up a press room, and that press room was freaking packed the first day we got there, which was on a Tuesday. Still, I've been to hundreds and hundreds of fights, the biggest fights, and I've been doing this for a long time now. That's still the amount of attention, the amount of buzz has yet to be matched. In case you needed to be reminded, Manny and Floyd fought back in May of 2015 in what was literally, and this word gets used over and over again, fight of the century. All these other fights that have happened since this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and they try to label themselves fight of the century, it's all cap. It doesn't matter. This literally, Mayweather and Pacquiao, the first fight, was the fight of the century. I got photos, I got videos, I got texts from people in San Diego, in other cities, waiting outside of bars. They were outside in the streets, huddled together, trying to watch the fight, not even in the bars, in the establishments. So that tells you like how big that fight was back in.
Pacquiao says he learned from that night. He believes experience is power. Both men are older now, more mature. This time, Manny hopes there will be no controversy, no distractions, just clarity and redemption.
Sphere, it's going to be a first-of-its-kind event. The last time you and Mayweather stepped into a ring, it was 2015, over a decade ago. Is there anything you can learn from that fight heading into September's bout?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now and how to handle it, and like, you know, I hope that it will not happen again, like the way it is last 2015. You know, it's the experience is like not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition and also for everything. Like I'm so excited. And
Manny also admitted something important. During the first fight, he wasn't 100%. He suffered a serious right shoulder injury in training camp. It limited his punch output, his explosiveness, his aggression. Many fans still debate how much that injury affected the outcome. Now, Pacquiao wants a rematch with no excuses attached.
You mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through, popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. Like I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing.
Meanwhile, Floyd has already stepped up the intensity. After 9 years away from serious competition, he's training hard again. Pad work, conditioning. He's posting footage online that shows discipline and sharpness. He looks determined to prove that even at this stage of life, his skills haven't faded.
Watch it. I said that like I had my disc. That's why I have my disc. Fighters don't know their disc. You gotta know your distance. Cool. Watch it. Hush. I get touched down. Agent. It's a roll. Hush, agent. Cool.
The thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself. Like, you know, his body, physically, mentally, he's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. You know, watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him, and you know, even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight with a draw against the world champion, but still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. You know, it's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that you know, put me on my stool in the 9th round. And, you know,